Sanibonani dumelang Bashaye, hello. Kamako thokozani bisikhanya. Welcome to another episode of Khemii TV. Ngegama Mkhulu Makhenikha, umakhenikha womsamo ngihlele noMkhulu Sseida igedla lamaskruskru. Mkhulu Sseida.
Makhosi man. Ngiyanibingelela nina nonke emakhaya ngothando kamveli incane. Ya man hayi. Inyanga yamashkreskrile igedla lamakhosi. Ya ngisol futhi angisabi. We welcome you guys to another episode of Khemii TV siyabonga.
Siyabonga Mkhulu. Mkhulu sigcoke impahla ezifanayo kwenzakaleni?
You got the memo from the other side?
Nah, we never discussed this man and we both pulled up like this. Kwenzakalani Mkhulu?
Sajula namhlanje.
It's a dark day, huh?
Sikwatile ke.
No, namhlanje bengifuna ukuthi sikhulume ngokuthi is it okay ukushaya Mkhulu? Is it okay ukuthaka imithi ukushaya?
We live in a world, Kehla, where abantu banochuku. People are very confrontational. People basusa into ingekho. Usidlalele, ungayenzi lutho, ungasukeli. You just minding your own business. You extend or build the pool, uthengele imoto. Abantu bayajumpa bangena kwakhe ebusuku bazogila umlilo. Abantu bakhambela abantu. Abantu bakhuluma kabi. Unfortunately, we all want to believe that we live in paradise if you've never experienced this world. But to those of us that have experienced it, we understand the depth of the darkness of the world. Is it okay ukushaya?
Is it okay ukushaya? Isihloko sethu namhlanje.
Ngiyaphoqa ukuthi nawe nagena ujule ngoba wangajuli bashaya wena.
Yeah.
And then you won't protect yourself. Understand the mentality of a lot of people who have that mindset is that abafuni ufunda ukuziphindisela. And the most phindisela wuwe manje who is the villain. So you can only protect, you can only play defense so far before kumele ukhiphe isikhali and strike. So would we say it's okay? Cha, ngiyaphoqa.
So it's not okay, it's necessary.
It's necessary, Kehla.
Why?
Especially for abantwana bomoya. Because I'm yet to meet umntwana womoya. Me and you included, and we have our own experiences. Abangempela. That don't know the taste of black magic. I'm not talking about us using it.
I know what you're saying.
I'm talking about being the victim on the receiving end of black magic.
No, mina ngibona ngathi uyabaleka kancane, mina ngizojula. Yazi balaleli kumnyama la ngaphandle. Thola ukuthi awazi lutho uceda ukufika emhlabeni, umuntu ufuna ukuthwala ngawe. Noma umuntu ukuphosa ngesibhoko ungazi lutho uziphilela nje impilo yakho usihlekela nabantu kodwa ngoba abona lento ohamba nayo sekanomona ukuphosa ngesibhoko, thwesa ngesibhoko. Hambela iduli, hambela inyanga. And it connects with our previous conversation ukuthi your enemies are not overseas. The enemies are not overseas. Masithi is it okay ukushaya one day umunye uzoza kithi noma aye kuphi la yakhona athake imithi okushaya, athake umlilo wenyosi. Makathi ushaya nomlilo wenyosi utshela ukuthi ushaya isitha esikude kakhulu kanti cha. Ushaya khona la alala khona.
Khona egcekeni Kehla. I've had people, I'm not gonna call them patients, people that have come and say to me, Mkhulu, umuntu uyakhona ukumhlanyisa. Ngibe ngimbuza umuntu ukuthi umhlanyisa kwenze njani? Hayi, mina bengimbhekele, I was there through thick and thin, manje uhlukane nami. Okay, ngiyakuzwa mama. Kodwa, the depth you want to go into now, you must give me equal reasons. Ahluleke umuntu. Sithi masibhula, ngibone ke lapho ukuthi ayikho lento le afuna ukuyenza. It's out of a dark place. And I'm not the only one she'll go to. If I refuse, uzoya kumuntu ozomyenzela lento.
Kodwa mkhulu abanye bazothi no thina wrong sithi abantu kwamele bashaye abantu kwamele bazivikele kuphela mabashaya abathakathi sifundisa ubuthakathi. Wena uthini mkhulu?
Uyabona ukuvika unfortunately emithini spiritually it has a habit yokuthi if bakushaya ngento that's strong enough it bounces off you and hits
the person next to you.
Shit. Wena wajula ngokuvika. Uyobona ngengane yakho. Induku. People don't understand ukuthi most qinisa, most vikela, it doesn't mean induku ayishayanga, it just means ayishayanga wena. So it's all good and well ukuthi sifundise abantu spiritual hygiene.
Mkhulu, okay mkhulu, umuntu uzothi okay angeke ngishaye mina iyoshaya lo umuntu oduze kunami umuntu engimthandayo perhaps. Maye what does that help ukushaya back? I'm asking you dumb questions, quote unquote, just to make this video as clear and as informative as possible. If I may rewind, ngiyakhumbula ngithe omunye uzothi thina wrong sifundisa ubuthakathi ngoba thina sithi kwamele abantu bashaye kanti we supposed to be teaching them ukuthi kwamele bazivikele kuphela. Wena waphendula wathi no ungazivikela kodwa mawuvika doesn't mean ukuthi induku ngeke zishaye zizoshaya umuntu oduze kunawe. It's gonna bounce off and hit the person next to you. And then so it's as if you're using that as a justification yokuthi kwamele ushaye, but mawushaya how does that help?
Now ithi ngenze nje umzekelo. Umntana makangakhuzwa khehla ngokugana. What are they gonna grow up and do? They're gonna become spoiled. Bazojwayela ukuthi yeah mina ngiyabagangela abantu ayibuye induku. So out of love sikushaya ngomuthi ukuthi sikubuyise emqondweni ukuthi lento oyenzayo singayenza nakuwe, singakuvala nyi. Uhamba utshontshe inhlanhla zabantu, uvala inhlanhla zabantu, nawe siyokushaya kuvithike zonke impahla zakho. Ulale ngaphansi kwebridge. Ukuthi sikubuyise emqondweni wokuthi live out of love and kindness. Ungaphili wena ukuthi uhlukumeza abantu ngoba loyo sisi loyo lokumfaka isichitha phuma induna nihleka nabangani bakho ukuthi bheka uMiss Beautiful sekamubi kanjani. Uzofika la kimi. Hayi uzofika mama ndangeke ngikuxolele. Or sobaxolele. Angeke sikuxolele.
Uyombhala amehlo.
Hawu buza abogogo abangazi. Buza abogogo abangazi. Kuyimanje khona abogogo abangaboni. Ngoba wasijwayeza ebuncanini bakhe uganga wahamba wahlangana negedla lamashkrishkri ngamshaya ngomuthi kuyimanje ubambezela ngamabonde makahamba.
No, it's a dark day today. It's a dark day. And we're dressed appropriately, but kwamele sithinte lesi sihloko ngoba emhlabeni ongeke uphile ngokuvika kuphela. Bazokushaya nawe. Maybe not you, but right next to you. Ukhale. Ngoba wena awufuni ukukhuza isandla semfene empilweni yakho. Kwamele ukhuze.
And unfortunately, not to interrupt you, I just need to say this, bro. Unfortunately, pain is the greatest awakener into consciousness. People in that vibration are usually very unconscious. They are functioning from their root chakra, survival and animalistic mindset, the reptilian brain. So bona abayicabangi nje indaba yokujula ukuthi is this right, is this wrong? No, they are very unconscious. So we will assist you in your awakening and put you through that pain in order for you to come into consciousness and realize ukuthi there's nothing you put out that won't find its way back to you. Is it okay ukugadla? Yaphoqa ngoba wena wasaba ukuyolanda iwashu ezempi. into engifuna ukuyisho lento yenu nje yokuba neyiwasho nje ezi-green nama-bath salt ayisebenzi. Kumele nilande iyiwasho esijulile, izinto zokushaya. Ukuthi kwaziwe ukuthi induku uma ithi yakhala ngaphi iyabuya nangaphi, ukuthi abantu bangeke badlalele phezu kwekhanda.
Yes, no, yakhuluma. You make a valid point. Very, very, very valid point. Mkhulu, omunye uzothi no mina ngumntwana wesithunya, ngumprofeti. Ngiyogadla kanjani ngumprofeti? Ngicindezela ingelosi zami.
Siyazi ukuthi hayi wonke amakhandlela alungile.
Okay. Hayi ukuthi awalunganga mkhulu. They just have
different uses.
Their purpose.
Umntana esithunywa asidingi nokuthi sijule. Masikhuluma ngelibovu nelimnyama. If umntana wesithunywa ngempela wafundiswa ukuthi sisetshenziswa kanjani. Khipha amanaliti, wenza into elungile. Yekela ukuguqa waya ngoba uma ingilosi yakhe ivikele wena akusho ukuthi iyovikela abantwana bakini, iyovikela umndeni.
That is so true. That is so true.
Awuke ukhipha inkemba man. Awukhipha inkemba.
Mkhulu abanye, and I've seen it a lot on TikTok and YouTube, they're gonna say, umntwana wesithunywa akumelanga usebenzise ikhandlela elibovu, ikhandlela elimnyama kwamele umkhulekise umuntu ogangayo ngekhandlela elimhlophe umcelele kuNkulunkulu ukuthi nani. What is the danger of that, Mkhulu? What is your opinion at least?
Ngiyabona one day you will learn ukuthi when you're a spiritual person, you toe both sides of the line. You don't just say I'm good. Sometimes you have to go into the darkness. Why do you have to go into the darkness? Uyothi uthandaza wena baye enyangeni yangempela. I'm not talking about abothokoza, these fly by night nyangas. I'm talking about inyanga yangempela ezothi yabona manje ngifuna ukubonisa ukuthi mangivusa isiboko ngithumela sona ngiyenza kanjani. Angiwangabazi amandla wenu bathandazi nabaprofeti, cha. Nani futhi inyanga nezangoma. But what I am saying is, should you not teach yourself the art of war, you will see that you will be attacked until now uzukhathale ukuthi kanti abakhathali yini labantu. Sometimes kumele kuqhume impama ukuthi at least uClever achachazele kancane abone naye ukuthi yabona manje this guy is willing to dance. It's sad that we're speaking like this, but the occurrence of things that have happened, we must teach people war. We must teach abantwana bomoya ukuthi umuntu sometimes ufika inhliziyo yakhe ibuhlungu because there have been subsequent attacks and bullying for so long. They need to pick one boy from the bunch.
I don't know where this is coming from, but as you're talking, I thought of a scripture from Isaiah where it says they will not learn war anymore. Don't know if you remember that scripture.
Yeah, they will beat their swords into plowshares.
That's exactly the one. They will not learn war anymore. Well, unfortunately, this is not the time for that.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is where we live right now. And war is war. War is what happens out here. And as I said, it's not from people overseas.
Kunzima ke.
It's difficult.
Kunzima. Khona abaningi benu kuyimanje nihlele ekhaya eningasebenzi hayi ngezenzo zenu or because of anything specific, but because there's that family member bekafuna ukubonisa abantwana bakasisi bakhe or abantwana bakabhuti bakhe, ukubonisa ngabantwana bakasisi bakhe noma ngabantwana bakabhuti bakhe ukuthi sobona ukuthi bayophelelaphi. Nina understand ukuthi this world is a spiritual war ground, not only for abathandaz, but even for the common civilian. Hence why in war there's something called civilian casualties. No one is safe. And I would be saying these things to Sabantu. People must come into the awakening. There is a certain spiritual level that you reach where you become immune to any type of spiritual weapons. But that's at a very high level.
I don't know about immune.
Well, highly resistant, let me put it like that.
Yes.
You know, there's certain Hindu gurus, certain tantras practiced for a specific amount of time that allows you to reach a immunity to dark energy. But we are not at that level. So what does that mean?
Yeah. I was going to say that kwamele sibatshele ngiwasho as basic with basic things like uphinda mshaye unukani yabo uphinde emva.
Exactly. Isipagha.
Bengifuna ukusho
Asali isipagha.
Isipagha mfethu imithi leyo.
Asali isipagha. Asali isipagha. Asali isipagha. Isipagha esokushaya. Uthatha impinda mshaye uthatha isipagha. Hlanganise ukhulume mawugeza.
Yo.
Ukuthi isitha sakho sike sivuke emaqandeni sazi ukuthi you're not just sitting, you're not a hen, you're not going.
Okay, but then Mkhulu, if you're gonna tell people to do that, then you also need to tell them about the recoil, the potential back and forth, because angeke ngitshela amanga futhi nawe yazi mawukhuluma ngesibhaga nephinda mshaye, that's schedule 0, schedule 1 medicine, you know.
Yeah.
Usadlala, there's gonna be a recoil. What's that?
In war, in fights, you must always expect a hit. You must always expect a scar of some sort. So, nathi asishaye masishaya singa-expect ukuthi that person either uzosiphilisela or that person uqine enough ukuthi lento le ibuye with some hit. Noma imshayile, ngizwe nami ukuthi ya, bengithi ngisathi. And can I please just say this? On this video, we are not promoting ukuthakatha ukuthi umuntu makaphume ahamba ayogangela abantu. No, we are arming those of you enigangelwayo.
The most of the time.
We're trying to give you that part of consciousness that must be lit up. See, so within consciousness there's a degree of darkness.
Exactly what you're saying, Uguti. Where there is darkness in the light, and there is light in the darkness. There is good in the bad, and there is bad in the good.
Duality.
You understand?
Yin and yang. And
so remember, Nkulunkulu Jesu eBhayibhelini, there was that part where he went destroying or turning upside down the tables to the marketplaces they were setting up at the temples and stuff. Do you remember with that?
Yeah. When he entered the temple and they were selling.
Yeah, and then he decided to no, but
not only that, Kehla, he whipped them. The scripture says he whipped them.
And my point with that is, as much of a light being as he was, he understood, there's a time yokuhlakaza, there's a time yokushaya.
There's a time ushayile. In fact, he understood if now we're going to start Punekleso story, that character understood his capacity to war, because he himself said, hey dude, if I want, I could petition my father to give me 10 legions of angels. It's just I haven't chosen to do so. When know at least which you have the capacity. Noma bagadla ungaziphindiseli. Know ukuthi unazo iwasho unayimithi. You have certain spiritual practices unawo amakhandlela wokuthi if nithi nayisusa, I have the capacity ukuziphindisela. I'm not just a goyim, I'm not a cattle waiting to be slaughtered.
Sibatshele ngumlilo
Hayi singayikhipha Mkhulu,